And we got a comment from M saying that she enjoys watching the bobbing heads at the bobbing heads of the frogs at the watering hole. To where I'll try and kind of zoom in because I think I see more. You can kind of see the little dots popping up, and that's the frogs, as Pete and I discovered later or earlier this evening. Yeah, there they go. You can kind of keep watching, and they're just popping around in there. And there's a bunch there. All right. All right. Got asked if some people caught some of the BBC Big Cat Diary lives, and to where I guess they had some thermal imaging cameras, and got a question if we're ever wondering if we're ever gonna have that equipment. I'm sure that we would love to have that equipment at some point. But right now, our budget is kind of pretty tight for that. But as we grow, I'm sure at some point in the future it would be really great to have the thermal imaging cameras because they are a useful tool and also kind of fun images to look at. But we are expanding and lots of new programs going in. So we're actually right now we're actually working on becoming actually cable being available on cable in the UK, to where don't worry, it'll still be going on the website, and to where you guys will be everything with the website will still be normal. You guys can still log on to for free and watch it at wildearth.tv, but just be an option for some of the UK members to actually be able to watch this on cable TV. All right. All right, and got another question about. I got a question about if is it possible to put a muffler on the mic to break the heavy wind sounds? If you're talking about the game drive vehicle, we're kind of working on ways we can kind of turn down the sound a little bit here and there to try and get that wind noise down. But it seems like no matter what you can do, the mics tend to pick up wind really well. So there'll always be a slight wind noise, but we'll try to work on that. And for the watering hole cameras, it's a little bit trickier to kind of do that, but we'll try to do that. All right, we got asked a question if the final control is air conditioned. If not, does it affect the equipment to have high temperatures? Yes, there is an air conditioner unit in the final control that's actually running right now, but as you can imagine, it doesn't cool off too much with the door being open, but it cools it down enough to keep the equipment running to where, yeah, the hot temperatures can play effect on the roles of electronic equipment. And yeah, so we do try to keep things a little bit cool in here. And yes, it was some more stuff about the Christmas Beatles. Yeah, they're out, and I believe it was the other night to where they were out because last night we actually kind of went down because of the power inverter went out on us, and so it was the night before last that the Christmas Beatles were coming out. And some people are wondering if some owls will be feeding on the frogs soon, like last year. I'm pretty sure that they will be. I'm sure there'll be lots of things come feeding on them, and there's plenty of them out there. And all right, looks like some more questions coming in. Actually, it's kind of amazing. It's actually a question from my mom, but hi, Mom. Oh, I guess one of the things that you normally see on TV, but is wondering why do the leopards sit on the termite mounds? Actually, yeah, if you've seen some of the behaviors of, there's typically three of the leopards that do that here that tend to love that, which is actually great because it's actually three generations of it. There's Safari, the female leopard. She's the one that has blind right eye from a fight with a lion years back, and she likes to go up on the termite mounds. And her daughter Karula likes to go up on termite mounds as well. And one of Karula's daughters Tingana likes to go up on them as well. And one of the reasons for that is because it gives them higher vantage point to kind of view out farther and see different things. So they use that to just kind of look around, see any potential prey in sight, or see any other leopards around. So that's why they kind of go up on the termite mounds, and it's just also just a nice place to relax, as we've seen a lot of them. To where the other day it was just a really great sighting. We had 4 leopard sightings of the 3 leopards that I just mentioned, and yeah, we had Safari was the 4th sighting. Like the we saw her once before, and then saw her again near the end of the game drive, to where we followed her around a little bit and stopped by a termite mound, and she climbed right up next to us and was looking around for any signs of thing, and just decided to relax a little bit and just look around, look at us, and it was really amazing to be that close to Safari, a leopard. And also another amazing encounter was about a week ago or so, when it was Rexon and myself with Mufufu Yanni, one of the male leopards here in the area, to where he actually scent marked just a few meters behind the vehicle. And also later on, you guys didn't get to see it, but Rex and I did. So he actually came back on the road where we were at and actually went right next to us, literally just a few inches just away from the vehicle, and just kind of looked up first at Rex and first up and then at me, and it was just amazing to see that beautiful animal that up close and personal. All right, so we got some more questions coming in. All right. Do the game drives ever go into other areas of the Sabi Sands? This is Dave from Pennsylvania. No, not typically, because there is set boundaries that were permitted to be in this area, to where if we do travel out, we need to get special permits to be in that land, because a lot of the land here are privately owned reserves, so where you need permission to even get into some of the gates. So yeah, right now, no, we just kind of stay in the Juma area, which covers maybe 10 square kilometers of an area. But as you can see, there's plenty of wildlife around here, so that you never know what's around the next corner, which is amazing with the game drives. And with the watering hole, you'll never know what's out there. Okay, looks like some people actually were wanting the sounds of the frogs a little bit when we were watching them, to where, well, I'm sure they're still probably up. I'm going to turn the sound up right now. Yeah, there's the frogs there, and I'll see if any more pop out at the watering hole. Yeah, there's a couple swimming around. There's a few. If you look, that little dot in the top left is a frog, and yeah, with the infrared, it's gonna be a little tough and a little tricky to kind of get some of the extreme close-ups of some of the little things, especially on the water. But yeah, what you're listening to behind me, or if you can actually hear me at all, is the frogs just croaking away out there, just calling. And I'll just give a few more seconds of that. There we go. I'm going to come back to the chat room, see any more questions. And wow, it's looking like 39 people. Alright. And it looks like some people are welcoming my mom to the show. To where I don't know if she's in the chat room, but she sent the question to the final control at wildearth.tv. That's our email address here. So if any new members are joining in right now, or people tuning in for the first time to Wild Earth, yeah, you can send questions to finalcontrol@wildearth.tv anytime throughout our game drives, or especially during WeChat, which this is a kind of special episode of. And I'm Simon right here, and this is the Final Control at wildearth.tv.